I'm unfamiliar with any records regarding this entity. Proceed with caution.
Where its words.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Squee-El's gaming channel for one last episode here of Dragon Age the Veilguard. I kind of figured I could squeeze a fourth video out of this game for the way I've kind of done my series, because there's a couple of things I wanted to show you guys today. Gonna start off with something light. I kind of noticed as I've been playing through the game, the companions that, they all have their each living space, and most of them have kind of advanced over time, like they've gotten settled in. So this guy's space here, which is, his was kind of good from the start. He's got one of the cooler ones. My assassin guy here, he's got like the biggest building, but his room is just like this little closet here, so he always kind of has the most humble room. But then everyone else kind of started out in like an empty space. Like I think actually in my previous video I had my necro guy's room, and it was looking pretty bleak. He had just a bunch of empty bookshelves. Mage office came together pretty quick with all our wisps and stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to show you guys kind of how their spaces have advanced now, because it's kind of the one and only part of the lighthouse that changes. I was hoping in like my first video or something that you could change a bunch of them. But this is the elf girls area. Pretty cool. She's kind of the sciencey type. Got the dwarf lady / archer over here, and then my necro and my dragon hunter inside the lighthouse itself, with my room. But yeah, her area is actually kind of cool. This pool actually is something I think she just added. So yeah, and this little garden too. So those two things are actually brand new. Like those weren't even in here the last time I was in this room. So they kind of get their rooms together suddenly, and then it seems like they add a couple small more tweaks as you go throughout the game, and you do a lot of dialogue for them. But anyway, show you these two rooms, and then the rest of today's video is kind of more late game stuff. I've still got some story to go, a bunch of side quests, couple areas I don't have, but I've explored a lot of the game. This is the dragon hunter's room. She's not in here right now, but it's pretty cool. She's got a spacious one. She trains in here a lot, so that's kind of why she keeps it open, I guess. But after this, I'm going to show you guys, probably we're going to fight some kind of elite enemy, because since we already covered a dragon fight, there's more of those, of course, but then there's also like haunted spirit enemies, archdemons, all kinds of elite stuff you can fight. Here's Mr. Necro's room. Pretty cool. He's even got a staircase that goes upstairs. But after we fight some of the elite enemies, there's like a couple different things in the game. There's like a place in the crossroads, there's a place in the necropolis, fancy doors basically that kind of require you to go around throughout the different realms and either kill certain enemies or find different items to open. And those kinds of things usually hide some kind of treasure. I'm sure some are better than others. I've kind of mastered my skill set a little bit. So another thing I wanted to get into today's video is the Hall of Valor, which is this right here. It's a realm I haven't been to yet in my videos, or really at all. Seems like it's a little gathering here. Got a merchant here, of course. I actually have a companion quest here as well right now. Since I've never been here before, I can afford to upgrade this merchant a tiny bit. Might as well, just right off the bat. Oh, wait, who's he affiliated with? I'm just curious. The Lords of Fortune? Interesting. I guess they're their own thing, their own faction here for this area. I kind of gathered that this might be like the arena type area of the game, so it might be a good end game area, but hopefully it starts a little casual, and it's just kind of a better experience to fight some hordes of enemies, grind some XP maybe. It depends on how hard it is and kind of what the incentives are as to whether I might completely finish this, if it really is like a multi-level thing. Yes, let's fight. Let's see kind of what the Hall of Valor offers here.
In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. Give it up for renown. Grey Warden and Monster Slayers.
Got a nice convenient little pit at the center of the arena here. I can kind of just toss enemies to their death end, potentially. I've gotten like 3 like that. So yeah, it's kind of what I thought. It's just an arena. That was pretty easy, but I imagine you'll probably face all kinds of enemies
You
in
can
here.
really put on a show. I should charge an entrance
So that's the
fee.
first mission. Can keep going. There's right now my side quest for this is to win 10
You'll want
matches.
something with a bit more bite this time, I reckon.
Yeah, let's see kind of how it escalates in difficulty. We'll do another fight. You can always choose to kind of do this at your own pace because it's really just a side
Get
activity.
going. Don't keep
The
your
main
fans
quest line
waiting.
doesn't really compel you to come here, but you can technically
The
come here
spirits of the
fairly
Hall
early
of
in the game. I
Valor
just
are
sort of
honored
waited a
to
little while to
welcome
actually
every
show up here.
untarnished
Oh yeah, so now we don't have really some boss elite type enemies per se, but we do have these heavily armored shield guys and some powerful long range mages. So I mean, this is a considerably more intimidating lineup than what I just had here. So it's already upped it quite a bit. But wow, the fact that I was able to knock those 2 guys in that same hole was just amazing, because that made this fight so much easier. These guys without their armored guys to back them up won't stand up against too much. Go ahead and start hitting with the lightning. And that was a second round. So yeah, that kind of
You've
gives you a feel of the
certainly earned your
arena. I
reputation.
can go in and do the 3rd round now if I wanted. Not sure what kind of incentives there are for doing this.
They're going to bleed the Daily dear.
Hala. They're going after Hala.
We can't do anything that'll draw attention to ourselves.
Then heed us.
Rook, we don't have to watch this. It won't be pretty.
They will pay, one way or another.
White House shall never fall. What are you talking about? Our blades defend the world.
What has Isaiah done to them?
I don't know, but the Blight's taken hold. Hassan, you okay? Good.
How did you wind up here?
Gillenane did her worst. Then she found me.
The Gloom Howler? Isaiah?
Nothing will stop me. We'll defend Weishaupt to the death.
Weishaupt? You mean this place?
It stood for centuries. None will breach its defenses.
You're not in Weishaupt. This is some weird memory of it.
The memory of our victory will live on for years to come. Send reinforcements to the North Wall. Rally on my signal.
What are you talking about?
The Griffins will repel these invaders.
Where are they? What did she do with them?
Stop questioning my orders, Warden. 50 lashes for insubordination.
He's just like the others. He's too far gone.
What do we do?
Set him free.
It must be!
Hassan, like an arrow!
When I think about Grey Wardens, Griffins are everywhere. On shields, flags, banners. Then Hassan showed me why. They're fearless, brave and unstoppable. They're your brothers and sisters in arms. Their home is with the Grey Wardens.
Well said.
Thank you. We're a family again.
Son. I love you, boy. I don't want to lose you. They're your family. I understand if you want to go with them. It's up to you. Bye, boy.
Welcome home. Now, how about thanking Rook for all the help?
Come here. Wait, what's that you say? I can ride you all over Thedas when you're big enough?
Hey, now.
I helped one of my guys here, Mr. Griffin, homie, complete his quest line so he's now like a maxed out companion. We helped him save the Griffins, defeated his arch nemesis, and kept the Griffins with the Grey Wardens. So he's a hero of the Veilguard. And my decisions helped shape how that turned out. So now he has a new skill. Every companion has like an extra skill, none of which I have unlocked yet because they only get them when they reach this level. So this character is the only one I have that has a skill, but his is called Defender. Asan. So he can deflect incoming that I'm kind of confused as to what that means exactly. But he also got a heroic armor, a token of gratitude from the Grey Wardens, and a symbol of their commitment to protecting a new flock of griffins. Awesome. Gained a level from that. We're moving up. So I had a pretty cool little outfit for him right now, but let's see if I can throw whatever new stuff on him he got. Yeah, this right here. It's a good bit better than what it's a legendary. So I'm assuming every character will get something like that. This is what his new outfit looks like. To be honest, I kind of liked what he had on him a minute ago better, but that little shoulder cape is nice. But stat-wise, yeah, he just took a big hike. But I'm going to do the same for this guy here and my Necromancer guy, because he's about to become a Lich. And we'll finish up his quest line. I mean, endgame here, I kind of think I know how I'm going to finish out this video now. There's a lot of stuff you can do at the end here, like you can explore all the maps and find whatever random chests and resources you missed. There's a lot of hidden doors with puzzles and things you gotta kill to open so you can get hidden gear and fight hidden and elite enemies. You can hunt dragons, of course, which I've already kind of done, otherwise I'd do that. This character right here, Tosh, the Fang Scorcher, is actually a dragon, so if I continue her questline here, I'll end up fighting 2 or 3 more dragons. But you could do the hall that I just showed off, clean up your quests, like side quests or whatever. I might do a faction quest at the end here, But also, I'm at a point in the game where you can meet the Inquisitor, so we're going to do that once I finish the companion quest here. Because if you played the previous game, Inquisition, I believe you can carry over your Inquisitor to the quest, but since I played Inquisition on Xbox and I'm playing Veilguard on PS5, it just gives me like a default Inquisitor. It's just like some kind of lady. She's interesting, but I would have liked to see my old character. But let's go ahead and get into all that content. There's a lot of different ways you can choose to kind of finish up the game, but I guess I'm doing more of these like side quest driven things, so that's what I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of here to see how I've come in the game and sort of some of the things that I've strived towards here. I'm pretty happy to get these companions on their ways to maxed out because I've been using pretty much the same 3 between like swapping out having 2 at a time. But I'm going to keep my rambling down a little bit more. I always appreciate you guys watching and listening to me kind of plan these videos out, so if you skip ahead, you know what's coming. But let's dive into it and get another companion quest here, see what Emmerich has got going on next.
Can't read the spirits in that lantern.
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and... Manfred! Come back!
Any last words, Valkaren, before I... You miserable little...
Manfred!
Kick her ass, Emmerich.
By the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you to the air.
No! You small-minded...
Must go to the necropolis.
Wondered what your bosses look like.
I'm lucky. The Lich Lords can't always respond so quickly. My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmerich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom Rook, that leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
Emmerich, Lichdom is your life's work. Your dream.
I imagined I knew its price. If I haven't even the strength to accept Manfred's sacrifice, I would outlive you all, Rook.
Would you still remember us?
Always. Kept alive in Lichdom's immortal memory. Death's swift touch, held back for all time.
If you really want to go beyond death, I think you have what you need to let all of us rest.
And peace shall follow. You're right.
Good luck, Emmerich.
I am come to be judged by the dead.
Emmerich?
I see so much more clearly now. The deeper eddies of the Fade, the pulse of the necropolis. I have been through blood and darkness, and I have emerged into light.
Face is gonna take a little getting used to, but if you're happy, I'm happy.
I feel so much myself. There are vistas before me, and each presents a lifetime's joyful work. All thanks to a friend who helped me find a clear and steady heart. Thank you for coming, everyone. Please, bear with me. This will be rather difficult to explain. I may appear the same as always, as I stand before you, but I've recently undergone a ritual that...
I thought you'd have a skull face. Like a skeleton.
It must be his glamour. It's really something, Professor. I can't sense your lich at all.
How? But who told you?
That tall watcher in the cloak mentioned it.
Vorgoth? Oh, that. Chatterbox.
So, the lich stuff is true, and you crossed that line.
So you are a skeleton. Got it.
I wouldn't have helped Emmerich if I didn't trust him to...
Thank you, Rook. But please, allow me. I'd like to think some of us have become friends. I value that more than you might know. But I am changed, and I would never cause you distress by staying where I'm no longer welcomed.
You're no weirder than you were before.
I've seen worse with the Wardens.
You all... really?
I think you'll be fine.
Okay, now, question
I think
time.
he's totally awesome in this new appearance, and to be honest, I hope that's gonna be a skin or an outfit that I can keep for him so he can always roll like that. So he gets the outfit that he has. He's just he doesn't have a skeleton head. Doesn't look like he has much of a chest though. That's a lot of space in there. So that's an interesting combo. It'd be cool if maybe he lights up in combat, but he's got his new skill now, which enables him to get information known only from the dead, as well as claim or disperse minor spirits to reveal playful wisps. Huh, so that's more like an environmental buff, I guess. So, yeah, some pretty cool stuff. We've got everybody's abilities now, even hers, which took me a minute to get. You also get the little central ability in their skill tree here when you max him out. So, for him, he does his little death damage, and the party's affliction damage is increased by 25%. So we all actually benefit from his ability, not just him. So, let's see what Darwin's got here. Hassan's abilities have 25% shorter cooldown, so that's all of them, I guess. And then when they're used, Hassan's abilities grant deflect. Oh, I'm assuming that benefits all of us, which is great. So, yeah, I mean, I could roll with these two guys, and I've got 2 max level characters. So let's get one more here, and then we'll go meet the Inquisitor.
Katerina's death was a tragedy. But to get Lucanus back from the dead, only to lose him to a demon. For me, it is a deep, personal loss. And so, I take the mantle of First Talon with a heavy heart. But the crows could rise from the ashes. With our new allies, the Venatori, we can reclaim Antiva. Over my dead body. It can be arranged. Cannot overpower us both. Now you fall. You started this. I'm ending it. Firing at us! Henry, do that again! Since when do you need backup, cousin? You've gotten soft.
You're in for a surprise, Hilario.
I'm not ready. Why couldn't you have just died when you were supposed to? Sorry, Rook. Nothing personal. I will save the opera. You're just standing in my way. I know the kind. This isn't over. Rook, fall back. Leave Hilario to me. Well done. Hold on. And you never were. Well executed. Sorry, Rook. Nothing personal. Rook, fall back. Leave Ilario to me. Understood. Thank you, Evan. Stay in cover. Thanks, Ricardo. Anytime. Stay in cover.
Hit him harder, Rook.
Fall back. Leave Ilario to me. Attack from a distance.
What are you waiting for, cousin? Finish what you start. I already did. What am I ever going to do that is worse than this? On your knees, in front of every house.
Get up, Ilario. Caterina, thank the Macon.
No one from House de la Morte kneels.
Mierda. What am I supposed to do with this idiot?
He tried to kill you and got you imprisoned. He kidnapped the first Talon. And made a deal with the Venatori.
Too much to forgive. But he's still all I've got. Viago, lock him up.
You think you can put me away? That is not your decision, is it? Caterina is still first Talon.
Enough, Ilario. Lucanis is first Talon now. His decision stands.
You're lucky he didn't cut your throat.
Welcome home, my boy.
A toast to the new first Talon.
To Lucanis!
To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and spite, and all the fury we can muster.
So he's a hero of the Veilguard now, which is cool. I was hoping I'd be able to do that for him, because I had a unique experience working on him since I missed his first couple companion quests when Treviso fell, his hometown. But it let me kind of dive into that last quest, and I guess we got that resolved, while also kind of doing a 2-for-1, because I've worked towards the Crows, the faction he's a part of as well, kind of helping them with their problems. But let's see what he's got. His skill is Demon of Defiance, since I guess, yeah, he's got that demon attached to him. Preys on their weaknesses, giving them no chance to recover. Doesn't really elaborate too much on what that skill does. And he's got the Crow's Tenacity for armor, which I imagine will kind of make him look more like his faction. So here it is. Another legendary. Looks pretty fancy. So let's check him out. So here we go. This is his new look, and it's pretty fancy, not going to lie. I really like it. Very cool. Definitely going to roll with it. I kind of like what he had previously, almost better. I mean, I like the overall look of this one, but it doesn't have any like hanging cloths or anything. Like I like scarves and capes. His coat there has a little bit of a hang towards the bottom there. So, I mean, it's a really cool outfit. Pretty satisfied about that. I imagine there's ways to get weapons for everybody too, but I'm not really going to cover that so much in the video. But it seems like you get the legendary armor for your companions by simply kind of completing their quest lines and making them a hero of the Veilguard. So his skill is Spite. Coming to terms with the trauma he faced means he can now work with Spite to tap into... Oh, this is his skill he already had. He can create like ledges and stuff, basically, with his ability. It's not really that fancy. You think he'd have something more assassin-like. So yeah, he didn't really benefit as much, I feel like, as the others, but he's got his cool armor, so he just got a stat increase. He does a lot of stagger, so that's cool. So I'll be using him a little bit.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history.
Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Cuffs. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city.
And stop the Venatori? All the risen gods?
Certainly gonna try.
We need the Shadow Dragons
chaos to the city. Bring these dissidents to justice. That's an order. Snipers. Over there. But you remain standing. It's an affront to Tevinter. We are Tevinter. I'm there. Ready to go again. I'm ready, Rook.
That's one less corrupt Templar in Atlantis. Let's look around, see what we find.
In Treviso, we have a tale of a masked man who lived in the bowels of the city.
But why?
Drama. Why else?
The Risen God's ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for. These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
Ritual magic, empowered by an eclipse.
Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do to Tevinter. All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
Time to report back to the Shadow Dragons.
Well, that was interesting. I just used my companion to travel back to town somehow. But what that was there was a real quick faction quest in Docktown. Even though I was kind of already doing the Crows a little bit, this is the Shadow Dragons, which is technically my favorite faction. So just figured I'd finish out the video showing a little bit of them instead of just talking about factions a whole lot. Every faction in the game kind of centers in one of the worlds, and they have like a hub area like this, like a main area. But the factions aren't as important in this game as they were previously. Like, really all the factions are in this is kind of just like different characters for you to interact with to suit the vibe of each realm, and then it's just another place to get some side quests. So each one might have like a small storyline that you can kind of dive into, but they've got their own merchant. Each location has its own merchant, of course.
Waiting for the stars. It's about
But yeah, that was just a quick quest to that, so kind of some randomness to today's clip, but that's kind of how I've been playing the game, and I'm going to wrap this video up at this. We covered some high-level companion quests, some faction quests, we saw the Hall of Heroes, or Hall of Valor, whatever it was called, and that's kind of what I've been focusing on endgame. There's still several things for me to do, so I could do another video on this game. I guess let me know in the comments if that's something you might be interested in, but I wasn't necessarily planning on doing 5 videos for this game, or even 4 to be honest, but it's a really fun game, and I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult, bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power.
May Varys should lead.
I will not squander the opportunity. That is my promise to you all.
And May will have my full support, of course, for when enemies get in our way.
They will. It is Tevinter, after all.
The risen gods are still causing chaos. The people will need your voice to keep them fighting.
Oh, they will fight. This city has strength enough to stand against any so-called gods. We will win the day, and after that, we will win a brighter Tevinter for all of us.
Rally to your positions! Go! Go!
Ever tried gingerwort tea? It has some kick to it.
What's that?
Well, after a few sips, you start to hear...
Nothing. There's nothing to hear.
And then you achieve Turlum and become one with the...
With the toilet. You end up peeing most of the day. Wouldn't recommend it.
Oh.
What's the matter, Antoine? A bird getting the best of you?
Yes, well... The problem is they aren't stupid. They can't see it's not real. They're clever.
And bored. So you mix it up.
Yes. Yes. But how?
Well...
Wait. What's happening?
Look! It's Darkspawn! Get it!
No, 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 no!
That did it.